Hello, hello, hello.
Well, good evening, you all. How is everybody this evening? Hopefully,
Good.
everybody's doing good. Everybody's great. It's still doing the countdown on us. We're ahead of the countdown.
Yeah,
How funny!
yeah,
Oh, we're going. We're live and up and talking right now. It was just my other thing, whatever.
yeah, yeah. So,
Oh my word!
is everybody following Milton?
Milton took the place of Michael. You said, "When did
Yeah,
you tell me that?"
yeah.
Well, when did Michael get retired?
Michael got retired. Well, I don't know if they retired him. I think he just took the place of Milton, and it's almost, I believe, Thursday or Friday is the anniversary of Michael.
Let me see here. The hurricane retired. The worst meteor Oregon name Michael was used in 2018. They retired in 2018 because it was the world's organized retired the name. Michael has been replaced with Milton. Hurricane Michael strengthened into a powerful extratropical cyclone and eventually impacted October 16th.
Now there,
So,
so somebody's wrong. Somebody's wrong because they said it was the anniversary of Michael.
it says was a powerful and destructive tropical cyclone and became the first Category 5 hurricane to make landfall in the United States since Andrew in 1992.
Hmm.
And
This is a serious storm, guys.
oh, the disturbance became a tropical depression on October 7th.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's what happened.
Okay. Then that makes sense.
And now
Um,
it turned into Milton. Well, Debbie will be retired this year, I'm sure.
Storm. Very disturbing because it's already reorganized. And
Don't you like the way it just keeps fluctuating? First it's a three, then it's four, then it's a five, then it's a four, then it's a five, then it's increasing over a five, then it's a four, now it's a five again. I'm like,
look, any way you look at it, it's a dangerous storm. They're
yes,
saying,
it is.
don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, guys. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Because,
Mm-mm.
oh, it'll probably drop to a category 4, category 3. Let's not talk about the category. That doesn't matter. It does matter. The wind does matter. I heard a meteorologist say, it doesn't matter what the category is. No, it does. It does matter because of the wind strength.
Right. And you know what?
And
It's
higher,
gonna have a horrible impact.
the higher the wind strength, the more the storm surge, and the more the storm surge and the higher the winds, the more inland it pushes the storm surge. They're
And you know,
talking this storm surge can go 30 to 40 miles inland.
oh
30 to
yeah.
40 miles. Now, it may not be a 15-foot wall 30 miles in, but you're
But it's gonna cause a lot of
still going to get
devastation.
a heck of a storm surge.
You know what really scares me, Linda, about this storm? Not even I know it's going to be horrible impact and it's a dangerous storm all on its own. But what scares me more about this storm is all the debris from Helene that's still sitting on the street. That's going to take that whether it goes to a 3, even if it got itself down to a category 3, it's going to pick up all that debris and it's going to throw it all over everywhere. And if it didn't
Absolutely.
have damage before, you're going to have damage now.
Absolutely.
it's it's um it's
Absolutely.
horrible. It's horrible. And you
But
know, another thing that I wanted to bring up real quick, and then I'll shut up. But what another thing I wanted to bring up real quick is, you know, I'm still thinking about them bringing all of that stuff into that place, the porta showers and all of that kind of stuff. They're bringing it for the storm.
I saw, and I did some research on that. They were bringing that in for the line workers and for the like first response, not the first responders, but the first response. You know, the line workers, the ones that are going to go out there and clean up, the cleanup crew, and they're all being staged at the Tropicana field.
So how far is that from real devastation? Because you know if that picks that stuff up and it destroys it, that's going to be stuff we could have used after the storm.
Tropicana field is by Tampa.
Okay, so what happens if it comes in and it just devastates and tears up all their equipment because they brought it in early
Well,
and we could have used it after the storm? You know, I mean, that's all those kind of things go through my mind. Maybe I'm a little off. Maybe I think a little bit too hard, but I thought, are you kind of jumping the gun here and bringing this stuff in, and then if it all falls over and gets destroyed, then what? I mean, we already know FEMA, you're broke, which is another lie. They found out that they had a 8 million or $1 billion or whatever it is in their account, but
well, they're always going to be broke. They're always anytime the government helps you, they're broke. But what people don't understand, nothing is government funded. Nothing. Nothing is government funded. Where does the government get their money?
from
From
us.
us. The
And then
tax.
they're going to give $750 to those people, and they're supposed to pay it back. Now, you know what? Oh, and you know what? You had to fill out paperwork on whether you could get the $750 or not. You had to make sure that you were in that uh, that financial area for them to give you the 750. Because if you had a little more money, then you don't get it.
Do you know what I don't understand? I don't understand how a state like Florida, you can own a home with no insurance. I don't understand that. And if somebody has an explanation for that, I would like to hear it. Because I
Well,
mean, I I was always under the assumption, and I live in Michigan. I was under the assumption that you always had here in Michigan, you have to have insurance to have a mortgage.
well,
You
that's the thing right there. You just hit the nail on the head. These people have that home paid outright. So
no, not
it's
all
all
of them.
paid up. Well, this guy that I was talking about that had no insurance in Florida had a $700,000 home and it was paid off. That's why he didn't have any insurance. He didn't have a mortgage.
Well, and that's like I was talking to somebody in Florida, and complaining about Ron DeSantis, Governor DeSantis, which is fine. If you like him, you like him. If you don't, you don't. I don't live there. I don't have to deal with the man. I don't know. I like some of the stuff he does. I don't like some of the stuff he does. But complaining that, he doesn't want to recreationalize marijuana. Well, with being if you have it, this person is under the assumption that if you make it recreational and you can tax it, then they can pay car insurance and house insurance for the people of Florida. That's not how it works. They're not going to pay house insurance for you. They're not going to pay your car insurance.
It's just
And
going
then
to make the
proceeded
money
to
go up.
try and argue that that's what Colorado does. No, because I have people I went to school with that live in Colorado,
My
and
in-laws live in Colorado and they still pay house insurance and they're elderly.
exactly, it has nothing to do with that. They're
Mm-mm.
under the wrong impression of what that money would go for. Um, yeah, I mean, it
It
all
just helps
depends.
your state out. It just makes your state have more money. That's all it does.
Exactly. It makes your state have more money for infrastructure, to
Right.
fix the roads, to fix the bridges, to fix the schools. And yeah, it would be a great thing, but they're not struggling down. I let me back up. There's a lot of areas down there that aren't struggling.
In Florida, they said
Yeah.
all the rich. They felt like all the rich will live in Florida before too long. That's where they think they'll all move to.
Well, I mean, I would get the hell out of California, that's for sure, if I was rich. But see, me
California's
personally, if
priced
I
that
was
way.
rich, just
If you
saying,
were if you were raised what you kind of
if
cut
I
out
was
there.
if I was rich, I would move to Arizona.
Arizona's a nice place.
I would move to Arizona because you don't have to deal with snow. You don't have to deal with water floods. Yeah, Arizona gets some fires, not a lot. I would move to Arizona. Yes, it's hot. I
It's
like the heat.
summertime is really hot in Arizona.
I like the heat. When
Okay,
I
well there you go.
was
That's
in
a good place
Arizona,
for you. Arizona's like a dry heat, and it is like an oven.
yeah, yeah, it
New
is.
Mexico's hot too, but New Mexico has a winter, whereas Arizona, yeah, they have a winter, but it's not much of one.
But you know, no matter where you live,
You're gonna run into something, right?
you're going to get something. No matter where
Right,
you live,
right.
it doesn't matter.
I'm waiting for winter right now. I keep waiting. I'm waiting patiently.
You
Can
can
you
have my
tell? I'm
winter.
so patient.
You can have my winters. You know, we
Oh,
don't
I'm
get
gonna tell you right now. I almost would take your winter.
we don't get a lot of snow anymore, but we sure do get that sub-zero Arctic North Polar blast crap.
You're getting one next week, and it's supposed to be horrific.
What?
An Arctic cold blast. It's going to be
Oh,
astronomical in
it's all
proportion
right.
to
I
the
was
way.
yeah, obviously I was watching the news because of Milton. And yeah, our high next week, one of the days is 54. Hmm.
I think it's going to be actually. I think they said it was going to get colder than that. He was talking about that cold blast is going to come down, and that's what is supposed to have mixed up with Milton to keep it from coming. If Milton slows down, and y'all, we're in big trouble because he's already slowed down and intensifies. The slower he becomes, the more he's going to intensify.
Well, they're saying he's going to speed up. Right now, he's at 9 miles an hour and he's going to speed up to 16. And that's
Good.
why I think it's going to weaken. But proven fact, it can pop right back up just like it did out there from a 3 to a 5 right before it hits land.
You're
So,
right.
and I think that's why they're saying the category doesn't matter
Oh, but
because,
it does.
but it does, but it doesn't because it can be a category 3 coming in and right before it hits, whoosh, there you are at a 5.
Yep. Yep. And if it's a 5 when it hits landfall, the further it's going to take it up. Although it's supposed to go back into the Atlantic. Okay, so if it goes into the Atlantic and it's still a hurricane, what's going to stop it from going up and hitting the East Coast?
Because it's projected to go out,
Mm-hmm.
not to loop around. It's
Who
projected to go
knows? The
out.
way this storm has gone, who knows?
Well, it's supposed to hit Orlando as a category 1. Orlando is getting hit by a hurricane.
Yeah, there you go. Think about that.
I mean, I remember Hugo. I was in New York City when Hugo came through.
Hugo was horrible.
I was in New York. Beautiful, beautiful, sunny day. And all of a sudden, it felt like somebody just turned on the air conditioning. Boom. It dropped that quick.
Were
And
you there for Sandy too? Because Sandy was just a superstorm, and she flooded everything
I
she had put her eyes on.
I actually was there to visit a friend. I you say you grow up with them, but
Hmm.
she actually left school like in the 2nd or 3rd grade.
Hmm.
But we've remained friends. I mean, we've lost contact and got contact and and we're not close like we once were. And, but we still stay in contact with each other. Heck, every time I go to my mom's, I pass her old house. It's
Wow.
right there. It's right there on the corner, like a half a block away from my mom. Um, but I went to go visit her, and she and her then boyfriend, which is now husband, took me into the city because I wanted to see New York City.
Mhm.
And that's another thing. Did you know people in New Jersey and in New York hate going into the city, by the way? People from Brooklyn, Queens, Long Island, they hate going into the city. They hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Absolutely, positively hate going into the city.
And that's what New York's all about, right?
Hmm. But they hate it because she very reluctantly, and because of the storm, we left. So obviously, didn't get to see a whole heck of a lot. So then I went to visit a friend of mine that lived in Long Island, God rest her soul. And her husband and her took myself and my kids into the city. He drove because he drove.
Hmm.
And but yeah, they hated it too. She hated it. She's like, I'm only doing this because of you. She's like, we don't go into the city. And it's like,
Well,
why not?
I've heard that about people in Vegas too. They don't go to the strip and they don't go
Right,
to downtown mall either.
right. And I suppose the people in LA stay away from Hollywood too.
Probably. I would. In fact, I don't even think I'd want to go there anyway.
I mean, I can't say much. I stay away from Detroit. They got all kinds of stuff going on in Detroit now, all rebuilt, everything. It's supposed to be really nice and beautiful down there. I'm good.
Houston, which is about 3 hours from me, has this thing that's called the Galleria, and they say it is the most beautiful mall you've ever seen, and it's got a great big wall, and the water just comes down the side of it. It's supposed to be beautiful. Yeah, no thanks. I've been lost too many times in Houston. Nowhere to go.
Yeah.
I don't know who made the roads here in Texas, but there's a roundabout everywhere you go. And San Antonio is a nightmare.
They're putting roundabouts everywhere now.
It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. And maybe one of these days we'll get our bridge done because we've only been working on it the last 12 years.
Is that all?
That's it. Yeah, they said just 2 more years. And that's what they said 2 years
Two
ago.
more years. Just 2 more years.
Just 2 more years. I said, I ain't going to be the first one going across that bridge. I'm telling you that right now.
Just two more.
I'll give it a
But
month while it's open before I go across it.
I was watching, and of course, you got the pretend beach. Well, he is the beach goer, the pretend president, and he's telling everybody to evacuate, evacuate, evacuate. This is life threatening. It's like, why weren't you there 10 days ago? 9 days ago?
Why haven't you seen North Carolina yet?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Right.
I'm
Well,
speechless.
well,
Comes to those two,
Camilla,
totally speechless.
Kamala is out in California doing her media tour, going on The View and going on, I believe she's supposed to be on Jimmy Fallon tonight or the late night with Coburn or something. She's supposed to be on one of those tonight. So,
Well, I don't
future, just a future reference if you do happen to watch those shows. Yeah, she'll be on one of them. I don't
I
know
don't
which
think
one.
so. I ain't watching. I have
I'm
no,
never up that late anymore.
well, and I have no desire to see anything that she's got to say anymore.
Yeah.
Especially since I found out the cocaine was hers and she was going to just pass it off on somebody else.
Yeah.
Nope. You know what? It's yours. You take credit for it. That's all I got to say. And she ain't doing it. Of
Yeah.
course, her and that wonderful buddy of hers ain't taking credit for anything they've ever done.
Yeah. Well,
We
you
got to
know,
do something. We got to do something. We got to do something quick because if we don't, they could destroy the United States. They got what 32 days left or something like that. It's like, you know what? And they could destroy it after it happens,
aren't they already destroying it
right? But they could really do some major damage if they don't win
in
and
every
hurt
way, shape,
to
and
whatever
form?
they got.
They're destroying it in every way, shape, and form.
Yep, yep. And they
Every
have
way.
how long in between time we elect them and the time they get out?
Is there another hurricane behind Nadine? I bet there is. Or I bet one will just pop up in the Gulf again.
Somebody predicted one, and they said, "Watch out, Texas." Oh, well, whatever. I'm like becoming extremely numb to it all
I
because
think
you can't count on anybody coming to help you. So you better be able to help yourself.
at some point, do you just say screw it and not have like nice things? Well, no, let me change that because I was gonna say have nice things and just buy your stuff at IKEA, but IKEA has nice things. But I mean, is that what you do? You just buy cheap stuff and have just tile. You forget carpet. Now I know why nobody in Florida has carpet.
Yeah, because you get the water out quicker if you don't have carpet. You have to throw carpet out and
Right,
replace it.
right, and that's why most of their buildings don't have drywall walls. Most of their buildings are cement or cinder block or something.
Yeah, what
But
is it called? It's we have our siding is that one that's cement.
I don't know.
It's like a hardy board.
Oh, particle board.
Hardy board.
Oh, hardy board.
And
Oh,
it's
yes, hardy
heavy.
board.
And it's heavy. But you know
Yeah.
what? It's cement in it. So the elements can't tear it. Well,
We
shoot,
have
I
to
couldn't tell you this salt water could tear up anything.
we have to have that in our showers.
Hardy board?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it don't get tore up.
And it doesn't mold
Yeah.
as easily as wood and all that other stuff. So yeah, you have wood and then you put the board on and then you put your whatever. But yeah, but I mean, me personally, that's what I would do. I mean, you just have the bare necessities when you live in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have big lavish things unless you have a ton of money. And that's why, it never dawned on me, I think until this storm, as to why people just have the bare
Well, I don't know.
in
I'll
their
tell you.
house, like the couch.
Did you see some of the furniture that was on the side of the road? Some of it didn't look like it was really half damaged or really was damaged. Maybe it was, but some of it looked pretty nice. It was sitting on the side of the road.
Right?
Yeah, some of
I
those
mean,
chairs looked real nice.
which makes sense why they have tile roofing too.
Or
You
metal.
I mean, every time you turn around, you'd be redoing shingles or
Oh,
metal.
yeah. Yep. Done our roof 3 times in 20 years.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense to me now, you know, which that would probably be the best thing for me is to live in an environment like that and get rid of all of my extra that I don't need and just have it, you know.
It don't work like that. I'm telling you right now, it don't work like that. Because you know what? I got 3 closets and they're still full, and I get whatever it is that I want. Now I don't know if I get fancy furniture, but my furniture usually lasts forever anyway. Because you know, but yeah, no, I get whatever it is I want. I don't ever think about where I'm at. Should, but I don't.
I got the absolute itchies today. My face is itching really bad today.
You know what I do
When I
notice
have to
though?
get school,
Down here is a lot of us have the motion detected lights, battery operated lights on our wall, the sconces.
yeah,
and we use our regular electricity. But you know what? They come in really handy when you don't have no electricity.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, there's you live a little bit different. It's
My older son had a house that I've always wanted a house. Don't ask me why, but I've always wanted a house that you had a long enough hallway where you could have sconces on the wall and stuff. And, you know, my son had a house like that. He had sconces on the wall, and it's like, oh, his house looked like a mini castle.
oh, I bet it was beautiful.
It was four ginormous bedrooms, two and a half, two full baths, a half bath, formal dining room, a living room, a ginormous family room, and then out you go outside and you go onto brick deck. It was all brick and cement. And
Hmm.
then you go and it had the big, brick um, to go down with the steps,
Hmm. Hmm.
railings, and then it went out into a beautiful backyard, and then there was this little like corner garden area. And I moved into his house for a while because he was traveling so much and he had a dog.
Hmm.
It was just easier for me to move with him than to um be where I was at. So I moved in with him for a little while, and I made such a cute little garden in that area. It was so cute. And then when you walk in the front door, you had to go, it was like an actual vestibule, and you had to walk up four steps to get to get to the front door. And
Wow.
then and if you went to the left instead of going up the steps, it took you into a 2.5 car heated garage, and then above the garage was a man cave.
And then he moved
Mhm.
to a smaller house.
Yeah, he met his wife. He met his wife, and she didn't want to. I mean, they both traveled a lot, and he met his wife, but she didn't want to live that far away, I think it was. And she lived in a condo, so he just moved his stuff into her condo.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it was beautiful. And that house was dirt cheap too.
Mm-mm-mm.
So everything up there is cheaper.
Where
And in the Thumb area, he was in Harbor Beach.
is it? Michigan.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Wow.
Even though it was a 3-hour drive for me to get to work every
Okay.
day.
Now you know what? That's where I draw the line. I don't mind driving, but I don't. I'm not doing 3 hours there and 3 hours back. You're spending all your day on the road. No, thank you.
I used to, when I had to go to work at 4 o'clock, and I used to have to leave by 1 o'clock to get to work by 4. And when I got off of work at 2 in the morning, yeah, you guessed it, I didn't get home until almost 5.
No, you spend all your whole day on the road. I don't like to drive that much. I'm telling you right now, I don't like to drive that much.
And that's when our gas first time, this was in 2009, and that's when the gas hit $3.15 a gallon.
Oh
So
my
yeah,
gosh.
most of my money was spent on
Traffic.
gas instead of
Hello, Royal Apple. How are
instead of
you this evening?
hi Royal Apple.
We were just talking about Milton and what those people got to face. And Milton's not going to hit. Milton's not going to hit until 2 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, as of right now. It could be earlier, it could be later. Who knows? Who knows? Only God knows when that thing's going to hit.
They're saying between 12 and 2 now.
See?
They originally said Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. So see, who knows?
Right.
No,
Which
Thursday morning a.m. They're saying between 12 midnight and 2 in the morning. on Thursday. And if it slows down anymore or if it speeds up, they don't know for sure. Only God knows exactly what time that thing's going to hit and where it's going to
You
hit.
know what? Actually, we shouldn't say only God knows. We should say only Satan knows. This is the work
Right,
of Satan. This is the work of Satan.
right,
This is
right,
the work of God.
right. Because I want to tell you something. Somebody's steering that thing. They're driving that thing just like you drive a car.
Well, don't they already have the fires in California? Royal Apple. There you go. You don't
Well,
know.
you're already saying something about Texas too, that there's supposed to be another storm and we're supposed to get it in Texas. And I thought, be gone, Satan, don't you dare hit me. I've had a good year this year. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. I don't want another hurricane. Never, ever, never. I went through Harvey. That was enough. That was my experience. And I don't need another one. I don't need another one. I ain't writing a book. And if I was, I'd leave that chapter out. Because I don't
No,
need that one. It is the most horrific thing you've ever gone through in your life. You
right.
have no electricity, you have no water, and you know what? Whether you realize it or not, if it rains, the mosquitoes open their eyes the minute a
Right.
raindrop hits them. So you got these great big boogers they're out for blood, and you're out there and you're getting bit up, and it's hot in your house, and you see too much of the neighbors, whatever going on there, and
Right. Right.
it's traumatizing. And you're eating all your food outside, whatever it is you're cooking outside. You guys, it ain't a picnic. It's camping inside, is what it is.
Right. Right. Well, I mean, and if you think about it, really, they're hitting almost every state they possibly can with disasters because, like, the Midwest, Kentucky, they're all getting tornadoes and thunderstorms.
Mm-hmm.
Out west, they got the fires and the horrific snowstorms,
Mm-hmm.
and the tornadoes. And it
And
seems
then
like
Georgia, Tennessee.
they just want to take out the whole South with hurricanes from Texas to Florida, just wipe them out, and then take out half of the East Coast with hurricanes too.
Flooding waters and rivers and streams.
Yeah,
Y'all, the Bible says there'll be earthquakes and great floods and tornadoes, but I don't think this is what he had in mind. I think it's a land grab myself. Y'all, I think it's a land grab. I start thinking about stuff and I think, Nashville, North Carolina, that is the biggest lithium mine in the United States is under Asheville, North Carolina. And they told them, no, you are not mining lithium here. You're not going to rip up and start fracking here. And now what? Now what? Just like I said, just like the name of our podcast is today. Who cares and who's doing what to help who don't care anymore? And I can answer that last one. Our government could not give a hill of beans about what happens to us.
uh-uh.
I mean, it's obvious now.
Nope.
They've made. You plant that seed, and there's no backpedaling. Those North Carolina people, Elon Musk sent all those Starlinks to them, and what they do, they took them and put them in a storage unit so that they couldn't use them. And he's hotter than fire right now over it too. But why? I keep saying why. Why do you want to hurt people that bad? You want to be president. You want to be vice president. You want that kind of power, but you don't want to take care of the people that you're in control of. Yeah, it reminds me of what was it? The Pharisees and the Sadducees, how they fought back and forth and never could come to an agreement about anything.
Yep.
Yeah, we're definitely living in Sodom and Gomorrah times because I'll tell you what. Oh, speaking of Sodom and Gomorrah, does anybody have truth Truth Tide on their TV? If you got Roku, you can get Truth Tide. Do you have Truth Tide?
I don't think so.
It's an app, and you can see a lot of the QAnon stuff on there and that kind of stuff on there. But there is one that's called the Clinton trafficking, child trafficking. It's
App?
all there. It is right there. Oh no, it's an app, and it's called Truth Tide. And anything that is a
Oh,
truth,
so
like,
they have a channel. Okay,
and on
gotcha.
the channel they have Clinton child trafficking.
Time to plug the Roku back in.
I watched some of it, and it started turning my stomach.
Yeah.
Do you know there's I was teasing. I have a roommate. Her name is Sandy, and if she don't know it, she'll say, "Did you hear it? No, I didn't hear it. Did you hear this? No, I didn't hear it." Or she'll say, "I just heard that." Um, but I said, "Did you know there's a tape out, and it's called Frizzle Dip?" And she goes, "You mean Frazzle Dip?" The Uma Weiner and Hillary Clinton video. And I said, "Well, yeah. Did you? It was found on Anthony Weiner's laptop, and you know what it was under? Life insurance. The video was under life insurance. Well, it would be your life insurance, right? Right? That's how you can make sure you stay alive, is to have blackmail on somebody.
Yep. Yep. Of course. That's how they're doing it with everybody. That's what Diddy did. He made sure that he had blackmail on everybody.
Well, and somebody had to teach Diddy, right?
Right. Right.
I wouldn't trust Hillary Clinton as far as I could throw her, and believe me, that wouldn't be too far. She was diddling around with Uma Weiner.
Right.
Her door don't really swing both ways. It swings one way, and she likes women, but she had to get pregnant because you know what? She had to keep Billy Boy.
Yes, she did. She most certainly did. But she's another. You know what, Connie?
She's disgusting.
I wouldn't trust if I met Hillary Clinton and she said it's a pleasure to meet you. It's a lie.
Everything comes out of that woman's mouth is a lie.
It would be a lie. She wouldn't be happy to meet me.
No, no. You know what?
Especially if we
Well,
start
she would if you could do something for her.
yeah.
That's what kind of person she is. Oh, I'm pleased to meet you. Now, will you smuggle in 100 kids for me? Do you know she is known for bringing in a ton of Haitian kids.
Yeah. Yeah, her and Oprah.
Well, Oprah took over the business, I think. I don't know. Maybe Hillary's still doing it, but she's as guilty as sin. And somebody said they were going to bring her back to court. I thought I heard that recently. I don't know. Who knows?
Royal Apple, we're all slaves. We're slaves. Because if you think about it, you work your whole life to do what? You work your whole life to do nothing. But then when you
You
get
work, that's
someone
exactly
in your
the truth. You work your whole life to die.
yeah, you
That's
work
your
your
next goal.
life away. You
Mhm.
work your life away.
You
They
pay your
they
government way too much money.
they trick you into it. They trick you.
Mm-hmm.
All it is a big old trick because they're lying. Oh, the golden years. Let me tell you something. I'm going to be 62 on Friday.
I know you are.
Don't you gloat. Don't you gloat. You've got it coming at the end of the month, not quite 62.
Yeah, but it's so nice to say I'm not in my 60s yet.
Yeah, for another 20 days, not even.
Yeah,
Um, 13 days, 14 days, 13 days.
that's not very long.
No, that's not. But these are not golden years. These are not golden years at all. I was better off when I was in my 40s.
Have you ever heard? Okay, wait a minute. Go ahead, because I got this poem. I want to tell you about the golden years. I love this poem. Here we
Yeah.
go. Okay, here it is. Okay, it is The Cat in the Hat on the Golden Years. I cannot see, I cannot pee, I cannot chew, I cannot screw. Oh my God, what can I do? My memory is shrinking, my hearing stinks. No sense of smell, I look like hell. My mood is bad, can you tell? My body's drooping, having trouble pooping. The golden years have came at last. The golden years can kiss my ass. Tell me now. Tell me now. Ain't that the truth?
That's the absolute truth. Except for the part that says I cannot pee.
Well,
It should say I can't stop
okay.
you.
So either you're flooding, or it's what's the other word for it?
Desert.
It's a desert, or yeah.
or, or it's either the Hoover Dam.
Hmm. Or it's a Sahara Desert.
Yeah, yeah. Wait till you see your birthday card. You're gonna laugh.
Water rationing.
It's funny. You go to the doctor. Can you pee in a cup? Yeah.
Mhm. How much do you need? I don't know about y'all, but they give you that little cup and they say, "Here, can you fill this up?" And I go, "Uh huh." I go in there, and do you think I'm going to bring a whole full cup out there? They're out of their mind.
Right.
I'll put so much in there and go the rest of it.
Royal Apple wants you to read that again.
Okay, let me get it again. Let me get it again. All right. It says, The Cat in the Hat on Aging. I cannot see, I cannot pee, I cannot chew, I cannot screw. Oh my God, what can I do? My memory shrinks, my hearing stinks, no sense of smell, I look like hell. My mood is bad, can you tell? My body's drooping, I having trouble pooping. The golden years have came at last. The golden years can kiss my ass. There you go, Royal Apple. Because I'm telling you what, it is the truth. It couldn't have been said any better.
Mm-mm. No. And it's like I was telling you, Connie. It's like life was great, and then I hit 60, and it's like, ugh. Then I hit 61, and it's like a double, ugh, ugh. And now at 62, it's like, oh hell, yeah. And that's just 2 years from here to here. 2 years.
My mama is 85, and I'll be doggone if she can't run circles around me.
My mom too.
I walk in the door and I go, "Oh, do we gotta go? Do we gotta go grocery shopping?"
Oh, that's me. That's
And
me.
she's already got her purse in hand. Come
That's me.
on, let's
Mama.
go.
Are we going shopping this week? Are we going shopping this week? Are you coming over? When are you coming over? Are you? Oh, you said you'll be. You said you'll be over on Wednesday, Tuesday. Bring. Hi, honey. Hi, mama. Are we still going shopping tomorrow? Yeah, mom. You're still coming over, right? Yeah, I'm still coming over. Then in the morning, it's like drinking your coffee, and it's like,
Do I
uh,
gotta do this?
it's like
Do
I
I
gotta get in the
gotta do
shower.
this?
It's like I gotta get in the shower. I told mama I'd be there by 10. And then it's like 9:30 and it's like, yep, ponytail and hat hair. Broop. No
You know
shower
what?
till I
I
get
do too.
home.
I go over and I got my hat on. I look at her and I smile real big and I say, "Don't I look pretty? Tell me I look pretty, Mama. Tell me I look pretty." She said, "Honey, You always look pretty. And I said, just for that, I'm taking you shopping today. If you'd have said the other, I would have had to gone home.
Well, I can't, it's like, and then, I call, it's like, hi, how you doing? Because, I wanted to make sure that she didn't get sick because I was with her the day before I started getting sick. And it's like every day, every time I call her, not every, well, yeah, every day, but every time I call her, it's like, hi, honey, how are you? Are you feeling better? And it's like, can you just stop? No, I don't feel any better, but it's like, yes, I'm feeling bad. How can you just be so blah when somebody's on the other end of the phone being like, oh, I said prayers for you. I hope you feel better. And, you know,
Oh, my mom was trying to fix it all the time. You know what, Connie? Maybe you need to take more iron. All right. I think that's going to help me.
right.
Yeah, it give you more energy. No, it don't. That's a lie. That's a big old lie. It don't give you any more energy.
Mm-mm.
Maybe you need to take some B12. Well, all right. I'll take that too. That don't help either. I get up and I'm up about an hour and I'm already ready to go back to bed within an hour.
So me too. So me too. It's like, and then you're just looking at the clock. You're looking at the clock. Is it 8 o'clock yet so I can put my pajamas back on? That's if you get dressed. That's even if you get dressed.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
It's
And
like,
then somebody come knocking on your door and you're like, oh, oh, oh my God, I can't answer the door. Look at me. It's
you
2 in
know,
the afternoon and I'm still in my jammies.
the other day, my son laughed at me because I had on my pajamas, but a lot of my pajamas look like outfits,
Mm.
like anyway. Anyway, so I put on my shoes with my pajamas, and my son's like, "Are you going somewhere?" And I had my purse, and I'm like, "Yeah, I got to go get ink for the printer." He's like, "You're going to get ink in your pajamas." I'm like,
You know what, Royal Apple? How come I'm always made up? Because I'm made up just for you.
"Exactly."
Take
You
it and
think we
run
look like this
with
during
it.
the day?
Oh
No,
no.
no.
And run. I'm telling you, because I wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and say, "Who is that looking at me?"
They're called hang out the house clothes. Yeah.
Yep. Hang out in the house clothes. That's exactly what I do. I got me some new sunglasses, and I was giggling about them because I thought to myself, you know what? I got some sunglasses. Where are those goofy things? Look at my new sunglasses. I gotta
They are
show you.
so
I
cute, you
started
guys. Wait till
laughing.
you see them. Wait till you see these sunglasses. They are so cute. I love them. She's got a couple of pair. Tell her you want to see all of them. Tell her you want to see all of them because she's got some really cute ones.
I thought, you know what? I'm gonna give me some. I'm gonna give me some sunglasses that when my mama says, "Honey, come and get me," then I'll just put on these sunglasses and I'll say, "All right, Mama, I'm ready to go. Don't I look like Hollywood?" And then she won't be able to say nothing to me because I cover my whole face. All I have to do is slap on a little bit of lipstick and say, "Ta-da! Here I am," and she'll say, "Where'd you get those things?"
Oh, Connie, see? Royal Apple saying she wants to see all your new sunglasses.
All right, I got these. These are really funny. Look, don't you like these? Don't you think these could? Oh, look, there it is. These are Hollywood right here. These like you can cover your whole face. People look at you and say, you know, she's worth $1,000,000. And then of course I'm way too honest for my own good, and I'll say, you know what? I got them a Temu for $4.30.
Those would match Nick Cannon's diamond shoes.
Yeah, see, aren't they cute? And the sides of them.
Those are so cute.
All right, now wait a minute. These are some goodies here. You don't have to wear much with these. Just comb your hair and put these on.
There you go.
Put these on, and they'll say, Boy, she's styling. You didn't have to put but you have to put nothing on with these. Just go in there and say, "Hi, here I am." And those
Ooh.
glasses are something else, aren't they? They do look expensive. I think these are only $3. But I'm telling you, I got me some real good ones so that when my mama says, go with me, I'll say, okay, here, let me get the biggest ones I can find, hide the rest of my face. Because yeah,
Yes,
I
these
need
look
some.
reasonable.
I like them when they're different though. I think this one has got a lot of stones on it. See, I used to be an optician for a living, and my husband is an optician, and I told him, I said, there's somebody who's extremely nearsighted that's about a -5 that wants you to make these in prescription, and please don't lose any of my stones. He said, you know what, that's not funny because that's really the truth. They always do that. And then they want them as thin as possible. And it's like, it ain't gonna happen. They're gonna look like two big old ice cubes on there and they're gonna look ugly. But they ain't gonna look like a butterfly. Let's don't even go there. You just better wear contacts when you wear those.
Did who is that? Well, okay, I can use this person as an example too. Elton John.
Yep,
He had a different pair of glasses for everything.
he did.
Well, you know what, you guys? I have a confession to make. I'm up to 7 different pairs of glasses. I have 7 different pairs.
Well, I got me some I got me some new glasses too. I wore one of them last night,
Yeah.
and then I got some clear ones somewhere. God only knows. I put them all over everywhere, but believe me, they don't get lost too much, and people don't steal them because they're so different. I'd know them right away.
Yeah.
I'd have to tell them, "Hey, look at these things. Come on, y'all, look at them.
Look, I have to show you these.
Come on, who's going to take these? They're not going to take them. They're not going to take them because they're going to say, holy cow." They're going to say those are the loudest things I've ever seen in my life.
Hopefully this is the right pair.
Steal 'em, I'm telling you.
All right. Here's another pair of my new glasses.
Let's see. See, I love those. I think those are so cute. I think those are so cute. Yeah, they're styling.
I
I
go
got
with funk.
I got me a pair of prescription. Where am I?
Vision glasses are good. You can buy them anywhere if you have the proper prescription and if you don't have like bifocals or trifocals or progressive lenses, because all of these are progressive lenses, and I am having a little bit of problem with a couple of them. I have to go and have them fixed, and it's hard to do mail order because I got these off of Mukal, MUUKAL.com.
All right.
I searched high and low for these. I saw somebody with these on a TV show or something, and
What do,
I
you, what do
see
y'all think?
beautiful. Look at you. Look at me. We look beautiful.
But these are the ones that you're going to really, honestly, if you came knocking on my door, I'm going to tell you right now, these are the ones that you'd see me answer the door in because these are the ones I wear all the time.
No, I'm not. So, and I'm starting to get cataracts. That's the other joy of getting older.
I
And
got I got a joke for you about that. Let me tell you a joke about that. There was because I know all those optical jokes, but there was this guy and he's kind of hard of hearing, little Chinese man, and he went in and the doctor looked at his eyes and said, "You have cataract." And he said, "Oh no, I drive Lincoln Continental."
oh, that's funny.
Well, if we all live long enough, we're all going to get them. And then we get to go back to perfect vision. Either
Yeah.
it's up close or distance. Take a
Right.
choice.
Right.
So then you have all these readers all over everywhere. So then you get fashionable readers, so you look great while you're reading something.
Right.
You know, they'll say, "Oh, look, she looks so good while she's reading. She looks like
I'm reading.
she looks so smart while she's reading. I'll bet you she's related to the Rockefellers. Think maybe the Rothschilds. Maybe she's got a lot of money. Uh, maybe I'll shop on Temu. Get yourself a bear."
Patty, I'm waiting for you to get those things that go on the arms of the glasses that go around your neck, and you can just drop them on your chest, and then
You know
just
what?
pull.
I used to make those beaded,
I
those
knew
glass
you did.
holders.
I knew you were going to say that.
I did. I used to make those for my elderly ladies and give them to them. I did.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
You know what I do? Because you roll up glasses to me are a statement or a fashion accessory, and I need all the accessories I can get.
Well, I mean, I always wanted to be able to change glasses and wear, a different one for this or a different one for that. And now with the way they are, I mean, I got 3 pairs of glasses for 120, did I tell you 120, $150?
And that was good.
And these are progressive lenses and they're also transition lenses. I mean, come on.
You
I
can't beat that with a stick.
I got 1 pair of glasses at the eyeglass store a few years ago, and they cost $300.
Yeah, because they think their stuff is great.
Yeah, yeah. When I mean, you can get frames nowadays. You know, I'm not big on designer frames because why? Look at these. These outshine any designer frame that's out there.
That's because they're cool. They're not. You don't see yourself coming and going. They'll say, "Remember that lady we saw at the store that had those glasses on? Remember those? I wonder where she got those. I got them on Temu. I want to tell you for $4. No, I don't tell them. I just say thank you.
Right. I tell them if they ask, where did you get, like that one shirt? It's like I think it says something about you're about to exceed the limitations of my medication. I get comments all the time. I get compliments all the time on that shirt. All the time.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Connie.
It's that stinking time.
It is. Wow, today went really fast.
It did go fast. Well, y'all, Thursday we'll be coming here for a different reason. We'll be talking about what came out of Milton.
Yes.
We'll be discussing. We're going to discuss Milton one more time. This time we'll just discuss whether he was a dud. I never met a Milton I liked anyway. That's kind of a weird name. I never even saw a nice looking Milton, I don't think. Milton Burrows was not a nice looking man.
Milton is a Jewish name. Nothing against it. Nothing against it.
I didn't know that.
That's why you don't see too many. That's why you don't hear too many Miltons. It's really it's an old Jewish name.
Well, all right. Yes, we do. And those little minions, we absolutely do, Royal Apple. We rebuke the devil.
Yes, we do.
Jesus, and we're gonna tell Satan, you know what? This ain't your land. This ain't your kingdom. This belongs to Jesus. Go on, carry on. I'm sure there's somebody else you can pester and bug. Just leave us alone. Just leave us alone. Don't you have something better to do?
But we love you.
We love you very much.
If you're in Florida, get the hell out of Dodge.
That's right. And if you don't, then buckle your butt down and buckle good. Says, hey,
Make sure you're not in an evacuation zone. If you're in an evacuation zone,
get
go,
out.
go, go, go.
Because you know what? I don't think that you're supposed to tempt the Lord. If you're told to leave, get out. Just get out. All right.
Right.
Because
Exactly.
it happened for a reason, and you're being told to get out for a reason too.
Exactly.
All right. I love y'all. Blessings and prayers go to Florida.
Thanks
And
for the support.
we will see you on Thursday.
Make sure you like and share and subscribe.
That's right. Thumbs up.
Yes, it is. All right. We'll see
Take
you guys
care.
next day.
Love y'all.
Love yas.